Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it has been a while since you all have seen me on my channel, but if you've been keeping up with me, you know that I have a lot going on. I have been live every day on Facebook, and I post on Instagram pretty often, but my newest journey since my last YouTube video has been spirituality. And as you can see, I have incense burning already, creating a serene environment. As I'm learning more and more about spirituality, I am just growing in knowledge, ascending in the knowledge of spirituality. So, as I mentioned, I go live every day on Facebook in obedience to God in my spirituality, to inform you all of my testimony through the spiritual realm, so to speak. As once you get here to where I'm at, it gets a little tricky. When you are in the dark about your spiritual ordination and what's really going on in this world today, a lot of this stuff just kind of goes over your head. And I only can say that because for 35 years per their calendar year of my life, a lot of this stuff went over my head. But now that I'm here, all the pieces to the puzzle fit perfectly, and everything that I've been led in spirit to discover makes complete sense. So,
okay, I want to stop it right here because this part is very important. As this is what happened, I literally learned that black magic is real. People are doing it. And then I learned that there's light magic in the light and righteousness of God. And things just took a turn for me. So this is how things started for me.
is it just me, or is dating in 2025 like a weird game of get out? Like, I just want it to be over. Send us a new batch of men for 2026. I had a man tell me that me holding him accountable and changing his access to me based on how he treats me is how he and I are going to clash. Come again, say what? You want to know what I told that man?
This is Sparta!
Okay, now this marks a important moment because now the movie Sparta is like a recollection for me. I'm not realizing it, but I'm being used in the understanding here. And then to add to everything, then I get this brand deal kind of situation through Pattern, which is Tracy Ellis Ross's brand. And this is where it all began. Come with me to Sephora to try Tracy Ellis Ross' new Pattern Beauty hair care products. I grabbed 5 products today and spent roughly $133. Now, I don't know about you, but the first thing I'm checking for when I get a new hair care product is the smell. And when I tell you, baby, this Palo Santo leave-in and this hair mask treatment was one of one. I don't know if it's grapefruit or what, but Miss Ellis Ross did not come to play with the girls. I'm smelling the mousse and everything. It smells so good. Now, baby, I was ranting and raving about the Palo Santo leave-in, but once I got to the regular leave-in, and this is one of one. Now let's put it to the test on my freshly shampooed hair. I am currently experiencing some heat damage from some overly excessive silk pressing that I did at the top of the year. And I want to see if this mask is going to draw my curls back up and kind of correct that heat damage that's been done over time. On top of the smell, I'm already loving how a little seems to go a long way here. It tells me to wait 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes were up, I'm loving how the hair seemed to have more curl to it. I could see this treatment really working over time with continuous use. Didn't expect a turnaround overnight. I'm going in now with the leave-in conditioner, and all I'm hoping for here is some moisturization, great smell, and of course, some popping curls. And baby, it definitely did what it needed to do. This is my hair, feeling nice, soft, refreshed, ultra defined by the curls. I am going to be trying the mousse and the Palo Santo leave-in conditioner as well as some other products in a later video. Feel free to use my code for 20% off, Miss Ross. You did your thing, girl. Okay, stay with me. So we have the Sparta reference that was given to me in spirit through creativity. And then we have the Pattern brand with Tracee Ellis Ross that I'm just I get a brand deal with of some sort. Now, this is at a time where I'm going through the discovery about what happened to me as a child, learning that my father is not my father and my mother was not my mother, placed in an illusion of a reality. And I'm getting all of this in downloads in my telepathy field as I am in an obedient alignment with God, God's way, and I am seeking to be obedient to God. That is the only thing different that I've done. At this point, I have not done an ice bath. Only thing I've done is called myself back to myself over a white candle wick, which is one of the first assignments that I was given to give to you all. Then at this point, as I am discovering things through my telepathy field, I started receiving different confirmations about what I was discovering in my telepathy field from individuals that seem to be in the celebrity realm. So then I see a video by Erykah Badu posted, and it's this.
We can't agree on a God we pick, then my God, let's at least agree on his snare and kick. Ooh. If you can't love the one you with, He treat women like the niggas of the world. Yes, he did. So fellas, watch how you treat your girl. Cause the future looking out these days. All the future looking out these days. That's on Tyler, Frank, and Earl. All cause after everything, we are all the same. Yeah. All under the same Constitution. Same pollution, same confusion, same restitution, same simulation. I don't really know, cause we used to be bound by blood. Hey, but now we gotta be bound by love. Yeah.
Red, yellow, black. Red, yellow, black. Red, yellow, black. Red, yellow, black.
Hey.
Red, yellow, black. Red, yellow, black.
Hey.
Red, yellow, black. Red, yellow, black.
Cause they didn't believe that we break the chains and we couldn't be programmed and we all the same and we know the truth that they be trying to separate us, but we are not no robots. So try and create your own. So they didn't believe that we're mighty. They didn't know we rise up from the fire like a phoenix. We was in the rubble, but we found our own solution. But that's an awful lot of cough syrup that's on Mary Catherine Houston. We more powerful than they ever figured we be. Rose from dirt and cotton, and we came up on our knees. I don't even want your money. Feed us medicine and bullshit. We walking around like zombies. But I'm through picking your cotton, and I'm through wiping your face. I'm through making excuses. I'm about to take my place. You can try to erase me, come on. You could try to erase my face, but I done told my babies they rise up in my place. You can't stop us never. Oh, my train is on schedule. Oh, you can't stop us never. My train is on schedule. You can't stop us never. This train is on schedule. Hold on. Big Chief of the Choctaw, my ancestors, thank you. And I put that on Odessa, and I put that on Rebecca, and I put that on James, Sherwood, Sharon, Maryland, Velda, and I put that on Tusep, put that on Juju, oh, Sharon, Sherwood, Gwendolyn, Mary, Mimi, Thelma, Juju, oh.
Now, this is a pivotal point in my journey because at this point, I understand that what I am receiving via downloads in my telepathy field is being confirmed in some way, some shape or form through Erykah Badu. She mentions what the world gave me as a father in this video, which was James, and what I was given as a grandmother in this video, which is Tussie. And she's talking from a perspective as though, she's God. And when I say that, I'm speaking about the spirit that is speaking behind the vessel that you see. So that spirit is saying, I'm about to take my place, and if we can't agree on the guy we picked, then let's agree on the snare and kick. And it's at this point that I am going through it spiritually. So I've learned that I can talk to candle wicks, and I'm being tricked as the enemy is jumping in my wicks and tricking me into things that I think God is telling me. So at this point, I'm thinking Erykah Badu is my mother, as I'm being led in telepathy to understand that my mother is not my mother and my father is not my father. At this point, I start getting random offers after announcing my nonprofit organization and my initiatives to heal the nation via distilling water at home, growing food at home, and therapy, and as well as spirituality and teachings. Now, once I make this announcement, as you can see, the Los Angeles Film School reaches out to me, and I apply to the film school, and I see a video that convinces me that I do not need to go. Now, this is the video.
Go on. Don't be afraid. I've been expecting you. I know you're wondering. What next? This year, I see love on your horizon. Hope you know how to dance. I see a trip to a strange new land. Where your chariot awaits. Look. Nah, not yet. See, first you gotta lose control. And let fate show you the way. A secret to find you. Don't snitch. Outrun your destiny.
Bon voyage.
That's mildly terrifying.
How's this for mildly? Oh, don't look so frightened, my dear. He ain't that bad. You'll follow the light of the sun to awaken your inner child.
Careful.
Where you going? Come back soon!
Two of Swords. You'll lose a little faith. But when justice lifts the fog, you'll gain it right back. This year, you will question everything.
Everything.
Did you bring it? You can go now.
Well, you took your time.
So, what will you discover next?
Now, I see this video after the LA Film School has made an offer to me, as well as this random individual reaches out to me offering me money in support of my business. And then I have celebrities aiming to lure me out. And I'm noticing a pattern between the celebrities. And as I'm noticing said pattern, I get an invitation in my home mailbox to a karaoke night. And this celebrity is on his page promoting a karaoke night. At this time, I am also confused and thinking that this individual could potentially be my deceased father's energy. Now, although I received the invite in my personal mailbox to this supposed karaoke session, I am led in spirit not to go the day that I am invited to go. Instead, I am led in spirit to go the very next day. And when I go to the place on that is the address on the flyer that was put in my personal home mailbox, there is a banner with my last name, a balloon banner in the window, and a green mint Lexus outside with paper plates on it, implying that it is a brand new vehicle. Now you're gonna have to keep up, because what I just displayed in explanation is the works of the enemy, but you also see me talking to you about the works of God in spirit behind the scenes of The Clone with Erykah Badu at the Popcast and different things like that. So let's talk about the back and forth work of God and the enemy. So the enemy planted a father wound in my life since a child by telling me that this man named James was my father. I was led in spirit to understand that it was not true, but in this moment I am in that womb, that father's womb, and I am recognizing the understanding that energy is never destroyed, it is transferred. So I'm looking for my deceased father's energy. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, just like a tree that's planted by the waters, just like a tree that is planted by the water, just like a tree that is planted by the water, just like a tree that is planted by the water. I shall not be moved. I'm on my way to heaven, and I shall not be moved. I'm on my way to heaven.
heaven, and I shall not be moved, just like a tree that is planted by the water, just like a tree that is planted by the water, just like a tree that is planted by the water. I shall not be moved. King Jesus is my captain, and I shall not be moved. King Jesus is my captain, and I shall not be moved, just like a tree that is planted by the water, just like a tree that is planted by the water, just like a tree that is planted by the water. I shall not be moved. Pardon me, saints, we got all kinds of spiritual warfare going on in here today. Don't let that be a problem. Y'all just pray. Y'all just pray. Omari, go have a seat. I'll call you when I'm done. I'm busy. Do not come in here. I'm busy. Now. Thank you. Go have a seat. Mommy will be there in a minute. Am I a bit shaken up? Yes. Give me a second. Never seen no shit like this on my day, guys. It is what it is. I'll be there in a minute. Go have a seat. Now. Thank you. Have a seat. I will be there in a minute. I got a surprise for you later, Papa. Thank you. All praise to the Most High. Clear my energy field. Boom, 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 boom. 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 Boom, boom, boom. Why niggas and bitches thinking that they can play with me? Then turn around, try to kiss my ass, come trying to slay with me, lay with me. Bitch, you must be dumb, that ain't okay with me. I be smushing shit just for fun and you look like clay to me. You pressing shit. I be hurt in hell cause you won't beef and we ain't dead in it. I be with some stuff cause you can't see until you dead and shit. See how that went over your little top? Just give me head a bit. Knew he wanted in his mouth when I heard that he was spreading shit. Rumors and lies. Thought you was the guy. Thought you was my bro. Turns out she's a hoe, but you know me, bitch. I'm Big P. I don't know what I see. Stop calling my phone, no call ID unless you come around with that cheese. Ooh, come around with that back 10 racks right now. I'll take you back. Ooh. Ooh, 10 racks right now, I'll take you back. Got that nigga scraping and saving, scrunching. Let me stop lying. My agent called me. She said, price just went up. I had to turn my forks down. The beast escaped the circus. I was fucking with a clown. Wasn't fucking with me back then. Mike Jones, they on me now. Told him, no, you cannot lick it anyhow. Bitch, I'm the deuce. Any hoe don't know that. Blue bitch ain't got no clue. I got the sauce. I got the drip. Little baby need drip. I got that too. Fucking with who? Think that she fucking with me. I think she fucking with you. The bitch is the loot. Tell her she want to keep up, bring duck, better lace her shoes. I be fucking up, y'all. That was a freestyle off the top of my heart to let you know what's going on in this spiritual warfare. Y'all pray for me. This ain't no game. Oriana. I'll be back. Signing out in a minute. Okay, it's about time, it's about time, it's about time. I would have said I missed my moment, but that's what they wanted me to say. No ma'am, no ham, not today, not today. Come on in, come on in. I am sick of this shit. We gotta talk about some shit, y'all. Okay. Y'all. I need y'all to understand some shit that I have come into understanding about. I have fallen into the trap of the enemy, and I'm gonna need some help to get up out of it. Since this all started, I've had test after test after test come my way, and you know, it's been hard to see what side is faith and what side is fraud. And so I told you guys about how I had my phone hacked and how I randomly got kicked out of my home and out of my space. Well, that's the work of wickedness. House, not to my house. I had a guy that I knows him very well move me in. And yeah, guys, this is real life. So I'm putting this up at the door, and I'm gonna need some help to get up out of here. The school of film is a fraud that they had, and they've been sending multiple fraudulent things to me to make me feel as though because my parents are a famous people that this is what will be happening for me. And of course, guys, this is what Coke Academy is about. I'm documenting it all so you guys can see the type of evil tree that's going to go on. But listen, guys, I'm going to need some help getting up out of this one. So what do I do? What do I say now that I finally understand what the fuck is going on today? Like I said, it's a maze. It's a big maze. They sent every trick that they know that God would send my way as far as a blessing. And I don't know how much I can take. My eyes are puffy. I've been crying so much. I have a headache. Man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Somebody, anybody, help me. Gifts and services. Gifts and services. My spiritual gifts to you all and services that I will be offering to you guys as a spiritual practitioner. And we are still getting the website together, but the website should be up here pretty soon, as I would like everyone to begin this journey. As you can see, it is a long journey. We have been on this journey since about November, guys. All of you that started this journey with me should be able to remember. We are here in the middle of January, and as you can see, this journey is still going for me. Just last week, we just received some new discoveries. So, I need you all to understand that this is to be served as an example to you all to be living and moving about through and around this land as you navigate being tapped in. We'll call it that. So, hi, I'm Oriana, and I am a spiritual practitioner based in the light. I would like to offer some services to everyone to help them get their lives right, as they are. Some may be on the same journey as me, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Can somebody tell me what the hell is going on? On a Friday. If you want to find out what the hell is going on, then you're going to need me to put you on. You know what I'm talking about? I'm on a layoff style. I'm putting you down. Putting you on. I'm putting you down. Now, as I'm being moved back and forth in spirit, God uses me, the enemy uses me, but I don't know what's going on at the time. What I do realize is there's a lot of look-alike shit going on around me. Like, I see a lot of look-alikes from celebrities versus people in my life. So let's count out all the look-alikes that I was able to, count. So here we have Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Stephen Charles is a man that I know in real life. His name is Darwin Holmes. I've had dealings with him and everything. He looks like Domani. Okay, stay with me. On to Exhibit C and D. Now, Ryan Lynch is a man that I know in real life and have had encounters with. He was actually my first encounter. He looks like Taye Diggs for me. As if that's not enough, we have Exhibit E and F. Now, Mike Finn is a man that I know in real life. He is actually what I would consider my first boyfriend, and we have actually had dealings up until 2025 on and off. He looks like Chris Brown to me. And there was a moment in 2025 where Michael was sent in to distract me and throw me off my course in my assignment in 2025. Now I give you Exhibit G and H. Because, girl, crazy. Who crazy? You got to be fucking crazy to think I wasn't going to notice this. Like, eventually, like when Tracee Ellis Ross said pattern, nigga, we are on G and H. This is my child's father. On the left, Kendrick Roland Thomas, and then there is DJ Chose, who he resembles Kendrick. Now, at this point, we all should be like Uncle Elroy out this bitch. All right, that's enough. God damn it. I'm trying not to curse, but
Dang. How many we gonna go? Now we're on I and J, exhibit I and J. This is Ajari, a man I know in real life that resembles the baby to me. Now, to make matters worse, me and Ajari actually have an encounter in 2025. And 2 weeks later, the baby drops this. And it is speaking exactly the verbiage in the explanation of what happened in the encounter me and Ajari had.
Ready to show my ass again. Pockets full, bad bitch. Treating her like a princess. Fucking up like a savage. Told me to spit in her mouth again. Pinning it down to the mattress. I hate niggas like I'm a dyke, bitch. Love me a freaky little bad bitch. Give all the glory to God, but I'm hell. Fuck on her like I just got out of jail. Ass, face, toes in her hell. Baby came up off a pound on the scale. Chocolate, her friend on the red. Shoot when he fuck nigga dead in the head. Do you got a gun with a fuck and say that? Go back to church, be scared, you scared. I think I'm in love with her.
Now, at this point, I'm like, ain't that many coincidences in the world, Craig? In the world, Craig? Type shit. So I am realizing that I have, achieved what they would say ascension, and I am woke to understandings that I would generally not be able to understand or see. And then, to make matters worse, the father that they gave me in the illusion, named James, all of a sudden pops up on the scene. I'm like, hold on now, homie. I thought you was dead. He pops up on Erykah Badu's BaduMarketplace.com. But that ain't all. These two niggas are on the same website, Erykah Badu's website, and they look like an image of the father they gave me, James. All of them look like James there. This lady pops up and she looks like who they gave me as a mother. Now you would have to know how, she looked before she gained weight, as I knew her in my childhood and, my upbringing. And then I see these two, and they look like me on the website. So it's a lot that went on. Now I'm realizing this at a point in time where God is literally telling me in my telepathy field that these are all clones. Okay? And pointing out the clones of me in Neek. Then there was Beyonce, Ciara, Ariana Lennox. There was a lot of people. And that's a quick rundown of where we are today with receipts. But remember, this is only part 1. I have been talking to you all about burnt offerings on Facebook. And that is not a word from me. That is a word from God. It is in your Psalms. Now, for the sake of the aesthetics of the video, we're going to show you Powers of Psalms by Anna Riva in a brand new form, but this is my working book, so I have one to kind of display, but this was the one that I work out of. And these are essentially prayers from your Bible, but at the end of each of the prayers, they're all Psalms. So if you go to Psalms 1 in your Bible, it's going to be the same Psalms. And instead of it just being the Psalms, at the end of the Psalms, there's going to be instructions for you to protect yourself over candle and incense burning. So I have been burning incense, and that is something that we talked about was not given to us in a understanding in our institutionalized church religious sectors. But
the Bible itself tells us to burn incense. I was today's years old when I found that out. Not today, but like this years old when I found that out. I'm like, but why didn't nobody tell us this in church? So in Exodus 30, mind you, I read a totally different Bible right now. I'm on the Geneva Bible. I'm no longer subscribing to the King James version of the Bible, but they all pretty much say the same thing, just different verbiage. Exodus 30, and in Exodus, the 30th chapter, the first verse, it says, "Make an altar of acacia wood for burning incense." It tells you how it's supposed to be built. It is to be square, a cubit long, a cubit wide, 2 cubits high, and its horns of one piece with it. And then it tells you you must, in the 7th verse, you must burn fragrant incense on the altar every morning. It says when you tend to the lamps, when he tends the lamps, Aaron must burn fragrant incense on the altar every morning when he tends the lamps. And that is a parable. They told you that Jesus spoke in parables, but it was actually God who spoke in parables. So I'm going to get me a piece of charcoal going right now. In my little cute incense burner here. And I'm going to burn me some more incense on top of the incense I have burning. I have camphor incense burning right now. Camphor. And we're going to look all this stuff up. The whole point of this video is to give you all more insight on the incense burning. I actually have incense that I create and curate on my own now. And I burn as offerings of thanksgiving to the Most High in obedience to what we were told to do. Now, how we got here is a long journey, guys. So, I don't know how to give it to you in short form, but if you've been following my story and testimony on Facebook, then you know how we got here. But in short form, I just decided I wanted to do things right in life. And when I decided that, I made a conscious decision that I was going to walk a straight and narrow walk with God in full obedience. I didn't know anything about incense burning or candle burnings at the time. But I did a fast, a water fast, and then I went into a dry fast. And my dry fast lasted almost 4 weeks. And in the midst of the dry fast, so much was revealed to me. I received the understanding of the power of Psalms. I've never seen this book before in my life. All I've ever been given was a Holy Bible, the King James Version, based on me being raised Baptist. And once I ordered this, after seeing this online, I noticed that we had been bamboozled in church. Because, and even when you look in the Bible, the preacher tells you to come down to the altar, but God told you to build an altar and burn incense on the altar. So if the preacher wasn't in with the blasphemy and profanity of God's way, then why he had us going down to the altar and wasn't no incense there? Wasn't no candles there? So once I started considering these things in critical thinking, beyond what they told me, beyond what they wanted me to believe, I used my own critical thinking skills. I'm like, oh no. And when you look at the instructions at the end of the Powers of Songs, you realize that this is what they meant when they said your words have powers. But they didn't tell you how to activate those powers. And you activate those powers over candles and incense burning. So you speak your words over a candle or in the midst of the incense burning smoke, and they do have power in the consciousness. So when you get this book, The Powers of Songs, it tells you like to disarm all adversaries. For Psalms 28 is where we are. It says the warm vibrations which emit from a pink candle will help dissolve the evil intentions directed towards the one who recites verses 1 through 3 whenever such damage is suspected from another. Why they didn't tell us that? So I started lighting these candles and reading these verses. And when I did, it got crazy. I can't lie to y'all, it got crazy. People tried to kidnap me. Yeah, social media platforms been muting me, taking my videos down, not letting my videos load. I've had spiritual warfare come up against me at my home. I've had it come up against me at my job. I wasn't paid for 3 weeks. The people at the job couldn't even explain why I wasn't paid. They're like, the system automatically pays everybody, so we don't know why you weren't paid. Only for me to realize that what God had given me in discovery about the wickedness that had gone on had offended the major corporations of your government. And in obedience, I learned to burn incense and light candles to deflect the type of spiritual warfare that comes up against you. Now, I experienced it, but like the Bible says, do not touch my anointed. Like I still remained untouched, unharmed, but I was able to see like, okay, it's a lot of people mad at me right now. Like, for what? Because I'm burning incense and I'm reading prayers over the candles and I'm telling people about it. That's why y'all mad? So, once we got to the bottom of that being why they're mad, God told me, keep them mad. Keep them mad and turn up some more. So I have been on live every day in obedience, teaching and spreading the word of burning incense and activating your spiritual powers using the word of God. Mind you, and we are not speaking any malicious intent over anyone. We are actually speaking against those who have malicious intent against us. So for those who have a hard time with it, like in you live the prophecy of Isaiah. It says Matthew 13. Matthew the 13th chapter. Read it. You see but you don't see, you hear but you don't hear, understand. Because we can all look around in this world and see that there are people with some malicious, wicked intent towards the people of the world for no reason. And at first you start to fall into the trap of thinking that you just gotta wait on Jesus until you're woken up in your spiritual walk and you're told that you are Jesus. Like who wakes somebody up, tells somebody that you Jesus? I have a hard time with it, but at the end of the day gonna end. I get it. I can see how I am, but listen, it's a lot for me to take on as a responsibility, but it's God. Like I'm not finna be worried about what you think. If that's what God told me to do, not only did God tell me about everything that I'm doing today in burning incense, but each time the spiritual warfare was thrown my way, came my way, God protected me in my obedience. They tried to kidnap me. I wasn't kidnapped. They tried to trick me into a celebrity covenant. I didn't fall into that. They although I wasn't paid for 3 weeks, I was paid on an odd day in the week to make sure that all my bills were met. So I went 3 weeks no pay, but God made sure they cut that check in the middle of the week, and I've never had a check cut in the middle of the week to make sure that none of my bills fell behind. So it's like, I see where I'm protected in it all. And in the midst, I've been led to reveal the truth behind a lot of things that I didn't even know were true. But if God said it was going on, it was going on. So I revealed the truth that God gave me, and then eventually I started to see different outlets on social media releasing the same truth. Months after God gave me the truth. I'm like, okay. Makes sense. So, incense burning and candle workings, like I said, has been suppressed from us in understanding how to combat the malicious intentions and the wickedness that we have been enduring for decades from our government officials, their institutions, education systems, big pharma, technology, tech giants, all them people. They burn candles, but they burn black candles in dark, chaotic energy. Now, as you can see, I am in all white. And it is a sign for us to know, as children in the light, in righteousness, we burn white candles. We do not burn black candles. I'm kind of figuring we don't burn green either, unless we mix it with the white candle. But I'm still working on that understanding myself. Like I said, I'm ascended to different understandings as I'm obedient. But I'm pretty sure green is one as well that we just we don't burn. But I'll get back to y'all on that one. I know for a fact we don't burn black. And why we don't burn black? If you look at what a black candle does, it absorbs negative energy. Have you ever took a paper towel and put it on some water? We're gonna call the water negative energy, and the paper towel will be the black candle. You sit this paper towel on some water and it absorb it. Where is it gonna be? Yeah, it's not gonna be on the surface that you had it on, that it was on at first. It's gonna be in this paper towel, the negative energy. So when it comes to candle burnings, burning a black candle would be absorbing and bringing in the negative energy into your home, into your energy field, into your consciousness. So this is why we don't burn black candles. It talks to you about purifying you. If you look up a black candle, it says it absorbs negative energy, and then it goes purification and protection. But you have to look beyond the surface level of that understanding. I'll talk to you guys about how our government has calcified our pineal glands using fluoride in purified water and toothpaste. But when you talk about purification, you got to understand that God has a way of purifying you, and the enemy has an imitation of purifying you. Their definition of purifying behind a black candle is dispelling you of all your faith and righteousness. It's not the type of purification that you think they're talking about, but just because you see the word purification, you think that's what it meant. It doesn't. So Psalms 50, I don't rebuke you for your sacrifices. Your burnt offerings are continually before me. So the Lord said, when they say the prayers of the righteous availeth much, they avail through candle and incense burning. Where does the smoke go? Up. But this is why they hid this from us, so that they can oppress us and have us under all kinds of wicked covenants. We participated in blood rituals in church called communion, drinking the blood of Jesus and eating his body for bread, regardless of how they tried to switch it up and tell you, but this is what it means. They told you what it was. If we got juice, why we gotta call this juice blood if it's juice? If we got bread, why are we talking about his body being the bread? Now, we already talked about Jesus not being a man and all this stuff, but listen, that is beyond me. Like, you talk to God about it, because I didn't tell myself that I was Jesus. And listen, I be trying to figure out how it's me, but I see, but funny. We talked about on my Facebook the ascension to telepathy, where you can actually hear the voice of God. And the reason why they purified or calcified our pineal gland was to keep us from hearing the voice of God, giving us our instructions. As we all have spiritual guides, spiritual guides, like they guide you in the spirit realm. And they are the guides of God. But when you're eating a bunch of junk and your system is not regulated the way it should be, then you don't have the ability to hear God's voice the way you should. All this is new to me, truthfully, but it works. And my assignment is to communicate to you all how it works, get you all to understand that this is what God has requested of all of us to do, to cast in the judgment on the wicked. Psalms 149 tells you, like, don't just the girl on YouTube and Facebook that say she Jesus, she be talking about this. No, go to your Bibles and look at the word and see, don't the word match? It says in Psalms 149, let the saints rejoice in honor. Let them sing for joy on their beds. May the high praises of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hands, to execute vengeance on the nations and punishments on the people, to bind their kings in chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute on them the written judgment. All his saints have this honor. Praise the Lord. They just didn't tell you how to obtain the honor. And I'm here to tell you as Yeshua Ori Anya Rose. I'm not sure if I know y'all see Ori Anya on here, but in my journey they added Yeshua and Rose to my name. Yeshua meaning Jesus in Hebrew, Ori meaning my light in Hebrew, Grace meaning Anya meaning grace in Hebrew, and Rose being your traditional rose, but also a 4-letter coded word for mercy. So it would be Jesus, my light, grace, and mercy. You like, who did that? Everybody like, who? You talking about they? Spirit. Have you listened to Donald Lawrence, Spiritual? It's a song helping you to understand. I didn't write that song. Helping you understand that you're not a natural being having a spiritual experience, but you are a spiritual being living this natural experience. And once you decalcify your pineal gland, detoxify your bodies, fast, you'll be able to hear God in spirit, give you a new name, and give you an assignment in obedience. Saints, I'm back. I found it. This is what I was looking for. I don't know what it's called. It's like a grinder. And I grind the herbs up and blend them together for my incense that I make. I bought store-bought incense and they just don't burn the same. They burn too quick. I am lighting a candle for my altar where I have several candles lit in obedience to the assignments that I've given you, the Spirit has given me, and you can take it up as an assignment or not. They're all from the Powers of Psalms. Some of them are not, but watch, fight, and pray. That was a term, that was a phrase in essence of understanding your altar and your altar offerings and your burnt offerings. You are to watch your altar. You can watch your candles. Your candles will give you different understandings of what's going on in the spiritual realm. And you are to keep them replenished depending on what they tell you and read. Now me, I am keeping my altar replenished because I've learned that burnt offerings stopped being given to the Most High. So at this time, I am just giving generously because we've spent decades in arrears. So for the Most High, the gods of God and righteousness, I have burnt offerings going every day until I'm told that, I could cool it. I've stopped before. Like January through March, I burned 200 plus candles a month. And then for April and some of May, I was told that I could just burn my incense as burnt offerings. And then at the end of May, we pick back up on the candle offerings. So one of my candles just went out on my altar. And as I watch, fight, and pray, I am going to replenish the candle. It was an orange candle. This one's paired with Psalms 27, which we read every day. But I'll just go ahead and have it lit on the altar so that the candle is burning. And once I read the Psalms on live, then we can, then the powers can activate that way. So today we are making our Spicy Heavens Air Element Incense. So I talked to you all about Erykah Badu and how the celebrities that we know as celebrities have been cloned, and they are avatars of God's children's energy. So just like they tried to trick me into a celebrity covenant, what happens is, I can show you the email, but the LA Film School, it's what most of the celebrities went under their covenant with, thinking that they would be celebrities. But what happens is they get them in a room and put them in captivity and enslave them to writing music or writing movies and different things like that, while they have avatars of the actual child of God's energy. They have avatars in our face as celebrities. So one of the avatars is Erykah Badu. And this came out to be an understanding that my mother was not my mother, my father was not my father. The woman behind the clone of Erykah Badu would be my original biological maternal parent here on earth. But she made a covenant with the black forces, dark chaotic forces, and basically sold me into it. And God used the clone of Erykah Badu to communicate some messages to me in this time. Now, this was written in 2010. Y'all, I've never ever heard of A Mama's Gun. And it speaks to God's all-encompassing ways, because it wasn't until she wanted me to know about Mama's Gun that I found the Mama's Gun. God moves in your spirit. So all of a sudden I gained interest in vinyl records, and this is the first vinyl record that was placed on my heart to order. Got Didn't You Know on this vinyl record. Time to save the world. Where in the world is all the time? And I was called to my assignment as Yeshua to communicate to you all God's way so that we can save the world against the wicked. I ask her all the time, like, who wakes somebody up and tell them they're Jesus? But her ways are not your ways, and her thoughts are not your thoughts. So she did that. She woke me up and told me I'm Jesus and told me to get on assignment. But she gave me a lot of things for me to... Ooh, this smells good. This is rosemary. She gave me a lot of things and left a trail of patterns for me to understand that it's true. From movies to music and all kinds of things. Like on the Mama's Gun, there's a song called ... and On. And at the end of that song, she lists out 4 traumatic events that happened to me in my life that I never told anybody about. And then she lists out the person that they gave me as my father. She listed his name, James, on the podcast performance at the New York Times. You can go look. And then she listed out James's mother's name, which was Tusi. Now, also on that podcast performance on the New York Times, at the New York Times, to find it, you gotta put Popcast Erykah Badu, Popcast. It's not going to be on the New York Times page. It's on a podcast page on YouTube. And on that podcast, she said she was about to take her place, putting the puzzles together that this guy and this is God's place. And then she said, you could try to erase me. Come on. You could try to erase my face. But I done taught my babies to rise up in my place. Then she said, you can't stop us, never. My train is on schedule. Then she said, you cannot stop us, devil. My train is on schedule. So it speaks to the understanding she has brought me to in knowing that this is what we need to do to combat the devil, the evil, malevolent forces. We are to build an altar, do our candle workings. Now, they manipulated this word and told you to burn black candles. But I've been given an understanding as children in the light, we do not burn black. This is what caused the curses to come down over our ancestors, them turning from their light knowledge of understanding that we don't burn in black to burn in black, because the serpent convinced them that they should do that. It's the parable of Adam and Eve. Gave her the apple. Apple would be severity per your moral compass. Here, if you get you one. This Mama's Gun was not just for me, as God is the mother of earth. So it's for all of her children of the earth to put these patterns and clues together. The first one is penitentiary philosophy. Then you go to Didn't You Know. In the Didn't You Know video, she at the end is dunked She's sunk down in some water, and she comes up out of the water. They talk to you about Jesus baptizing people. As Jesus, I'm not baptizing people, but I have, in parable reference, talked to you all about an ice bath over your head, which is like a baptism. They're parables in the Bible. So you are to take an ice bath over your head, because we had no idea that the wicked were placing spells and curses